Welcome back everybody to another episode of the Minecraft Xbox 360 CTM map building. It's been a little bit of while since the last episode, and I thought I would wrap up Into the Depths map with a couple of episodes here showing off and spoiling Intersection 4 and Intersection 5. Now I may do some extra videos on top of that showing secret chest locations, things like that, but maybe what you'll just have to do is wait and see. So, here I am at Intersection 4. For those of you who don't know, you have to enter this place from the top of the waterfall up here. And you follow it all the way down like so. The shortcut obviously being there for users that have played it. But yeah, so we work our way into the intersection here. You can kind of see around, there's a couple of exits around. So we're going to start off with the first wall, which is over here, which is the Partheon's Demise, which is the purple wool. This is wool number 11, for those wondering. So we're coming in here, immediately spotting a chest with some armor upgrades. So you got projectile 3, protection, projectile 4, protection, projectile infinity. Yeah, so you got things like that. Actually, let me just turn on this so you get an idea of what mobs we have in here. So to kickstart us off, we've got 3 spawners over here, a skelly, spider, and creeper. Nothing too special, something easier into it, but you can immediately see that as more as you progress, the more nastier that I'm going to get. So obviously I'm repeating the same pattern. I want to ease you into this because this is where it gets really nasty. Now, for those of you that are not watching the Into the Depths playthrough that I'm doing at the moment, we are absolutely nowhere near this for you guys. We're still on Intersection 2, I think. Yeah, Intersection 2. This area, when we play it, it's rough. Like, we struggle for a while here. I think somebody dies. There's 2 creeper spawners there. For a chest which is completely useless, it's obviously designed to be a trap. So, moving on up here, you have the lava fall down the middle of the room. We have Blaze over here with zombies. Yeah. And then there's a chest here. More good stuff. This is really useful. You're surprised at how useful those are. Because up here, when the blaze set it on fire, they keep it on fire. Now, obviously following along the edge of the room, either way you go, you're going to get stuck by a set of nasty mobs. Doesn't matter which way you go, it's just easier to take the entire room out first. I think that's the best way to do these. That sword's useful. The regen potion's always nice to have. The regen potion was put in there specifically for what is at the top of the stairs here. Now, I know that's a little bit dark for you guys, so I'm going to grab a couple night vision potions so that I can just quickly flash one there. There's 2 cave spider spawners at the top of the stairs here, which honestly, if they spawn, you're going to have an issue, but if they don't, you should be fine. So obviously, coming up here again, I'm actually going to keep swapping between these because ambient lighting in these areas is key. And obviously, as you can see from this, it looks pretty nice. It's nice and calm. There's some lava, some cave spiders, and then good old blaze and skeletons. Now, as you'll figure out as we get through this further and further into the map, what you'll realize is that I love to put cave spider and blaze spawners as combinations. They are nasty little things which make for a very nice gameplay. I really do enjoy it. Now, this area was changed slightly at the last second, which I honestly wasn't really happy of how it came out. I obviously love the temple we built here. I think it came out absolutely amazing. Obviously, I'm going to need some of this now because it's quite dark around the temple. So we've obviously got zombie spawners, cave spider spawners, spiders, more mix of everything, things like that. This is just a nice throwback. If you go inside the water, there's actually a way down to where the wool is. And yeah, plenty of spawners to deal with in here. There's a ghast one there on the middle. Oh, there's plenty. There's more creepers. So there's a chest up here designed to be careful with the cave in. It's just a troll's got an efficiency diamond pick in it. But how you progress from this area, you'll notice there's no natural exit points because that is blocked in. Well, beforehand, when we didn't have this glowstone hole here, which I had to make super obvious because beta testers were warned that they just couldn't find it, because beta testers just love to break your map. So if I'm in creative mode, which I am right now, I'm not going to be saving so I can do this, but when players were supposed to be running through breaking spawners, you're supposed to run into this one, and then that's supposed to happen. The floor is supposed to give way under you so that you fall and that you die. That is a trap, and probably want to spoil this, but Blazer, when we did our playthrough, which, by the way, you guys are watching slowly over the coming weeks, he fell for this. And it was one of the funniest things that's happened in our playthrough, honestly. And, yeah, we end up down here. The wall's just there. Nice nethery themed area down here as a kind of hint at what's to come in the future. There's blaze spawners everywhere. Gas spawners in the sky for those that love to pillar above everything. I've seen people cheat, and there's pillaring, and there's everything. So I thought I'd go gas spawner, lava for lighting, and let's just show you what it looks like without, but it's pretty dark, which is probably why I'm going to use a night vision potion in here. You can see the waterfall is a little bit of a an Easter egg, really. I put it upside down in MC Edit and then put it in, so you can kind of see through it from up there where the top of the Pantheon is. So there's obviously the wool, and then I guess we'll just fly out of here. That is the end of this one. It's obviously very trap-based at the end. It's quite a short wool, and I think it suits it being that way, because honestly, any longer on this wool, I feel like you would struggle. There's short, snappy, lots of spawners. That's what I was going for with this one, with the twist, obviously, at the end. So moving on, we're going to go over here now to Silver's Temple, which is blue wool, which is wool number 12. This is the one you get your iron ore in. There is a big hint on iron ore in this area. So ambient lighting is going to kill us again. So the areas in the end of the map get very dark. You can probably barely see what's ahead of me here. So I'm going to put night vision on for it. So this area is built out of 90% silverfish blocks. So breaking these blocks here, if I go into survival just a second, let's try and find one. Actually, have I just got lucky and just not found any? Yeah, look, there's one. Let's see if I can get them to come out the blocks. See, if they come out the blocks, I think some of the stone blocks I actually replaced at the start. So you can kind of see silverfish will attack you. I tried to have a theme also of having silverfish spawners next to the mobs spawners as well. So you'll notice spawners duplicate up. There's always a silverfish spawner and a zombie spawner. I thought it was very interesting dynamic to play with. Turns out it wasn't great because silverfish don't really spawn that well. And the spawn rates in the 360 version, well, they're just not brilliant, as you can tell. 2 skellies, 2 silverfish. Iron ore, obviously, on the wall was the distraction in this area so that you could get attacked by the mobs. But there's plenty of cave spiders around to deal with. More zombies. I think this is a blaze. Oh, no, it's cave spider. More iron here. There's more iron on this wall here. And there's a chest down here. This chest is designed to sit in this area. It's a bit safer, no mobs. You could just sit in this area and use this wood that we provide. We provided some saplings if you want to grind for a bit longer. And get yourself equipped with some decent sets of armor. So obviously flying through, gas spawners failed miserably in this area. Because they don't actually spin. So if you notice, we're in just walking up to it. Oh, there it goes. It's spun now. But look at how close we had to get to it. So if our player's running through, they didn't really function as I thought they would. So obviously moving through, more silverfish, chest there with a projectile 2, breaking 1, efficiency 1, fire resistant. Fire resistance is always nice. More cave spiders, more blaze, more blaze. Another chest. Oh, diamond helmet. Interesting. So obviously all these areas kind of look the same. I'm going to kind of fly through the basic looks of these. I'm not showing you where secret chests are because I may do a separate video for that, as I stated earlier. That is a nice chest plate. What's on the book? I'm curious. Respiration 3. Blech. That's my best expression for that. So there's a blaze. Continuing a theme of running through. This is actually a very dangerous area. You wouldn't think so. But the mobs that can follow you in areas... Now, I love the design of this castle. Even though it didn't really have spawners, and you can kind of see a gas spawner up there, which wasn't rendering properly. I wonder if I do this a sec... Oh, wrong one. If I do this, you can see the effect I had for this room. Oh, it's very nice. Very, very nice. So if we run inside this place here, you can obviously go around the outside of it. Oh, go on, fly. There we go. I made it so that you couldn't cheat around the edges, so I knocked out and flattened it a bit. It looks a bit rough on the edges, and I know, but I didn't really... I was kind of rushing at this point, honestly, when I was putting this in the area. So obviously, more silverfish blocks, more stuff. It was, to be honest, it was more of a maze, this, for natural spawns. I wanted to kind of leave it to them. But what turned out to be natural spawns turned out to be very, very empty, to be fair. This intersection turned out a lot easier than I wanted it to be. And obviously, if you come up to the top floor, the staircase reveals itself, and you can go down. And down, and down, and down, and down, and down, and down, and keeps going down. Oh, there's more stairs. Wow. I think this is the floor with the wall. Yeah, okay. So here's the blue wall down in the bottom here. It is bedrock, so you can't cheat. You have to go up to go back down. And that's just the way I designed. This was designed to be the silverfish lair. I didn't really want it too difficult. I wanted to ease you in, get you equipped for what I was bringing in the final sections. The final 4 wall. So this is point. You've got 3 quarters. You've got an iron block. You've got a gold block. Yeah, we're doing good. There's more iron on the wall there, by the way. And actually, the rarest block in the game is in here too. This is actually the rarest block in the game. You wouldn't think so, but it is. You know, we find 3 per silverfish temple, which is interesting. So this area is very big. It takes up almost a quarter of the map at the back corner. Let's get down here. So obviously, there's more shortcuts you can take and stuff if you spot them. Yeah. So that's Silver's temple for you. Very nice and simple to look over. And now, last but not least, for intersection 4. Sorry about that. Things coming up on content that I didn't even know could come up still. So, emerging tides, pitch black, night vision potions for days, you will need them. Wow, that was the worst night vision throw ever. So, we'll ease you into this area. This was designed to be difficult. It's very compact spacing, corridors that will confuse. I think I actually died in this area. So, yeah, that was something you'll see happen, but really didn't expect it. Blazer kind of took me on an area where I kind of ran around following things. Looking around, ender pearls in this area were very nice to have. Cave spiders galore, creepers, cave spiders, ghasts, more ghasts, blaze, creepers, and up. It continues, more madness. There's some actual creeper spawners here, yeah, if you want to take a different route to this. Then another room, you can follow the gas spawners, skellies, cave spiders. You really got to keep an eye out for all the spawners that I've put in here. I would like to thank CJ at this point. This is the point where he actually took over doing the spawners from me. And this is why the map became like 100% more difficult. Because I was kind of being nice. And he went, no, you've got to be mean. So I can tell you where he takes over. He takes over here. This is the first little bit he did with spawners. Wow, it immediately spawned a one with an enchanted bow there. That's pretty sweet. So I wanted to kind of base this off of... I can't remember the name of the wool, but it had a really random name. It was the orange wool on Lost in the Depths. Slightly different, more based, more cavey. And I think it came out very nice. Despite the later areas looking very MC Edit based, you can kind of tell the caves, the structures lacked, I feel, for these areas. I definitely would say you could try and play this poison potion in there for. It's a complete waste. Yeah, cave spiders, zombies and skellies uphill. Why has he done this? This is just pure evil and madness. By the way, when I'm recording this, I actually haven't finished the playthrough yet with Blazer. We still have the black wool to go, which will probably be spoilers for the majority of you people if you haven't done that yet. Yeah, this is nasty. I feel these are nasty, but I love them so much. The creeper spawners in the air. You notice them, they're obvious, but they're difficult to get to. I left a couple of them on intersection 3, to be fair, and players could spot them pretty easily as well. I think majority of them were in overgrowth, not overgrowth, prehistoric. Some more stuff, not great chest. The potions seem to be the best thing at this point. But yeah, flying through, more cave spiders, another chest. I'm hoping there's some decent stuff. Yeah, Unbreaking, Protection 1. And it all kind of looks very similar. It's fine. And then, da-da. The brown wool, intersection 4's 3 wool are complete when you get these. So then, following it, you carry on. I'm going to show you up to intersection 5 today. But then I'm going to wait till next time to show you the final 3. Because they're very big. And they'll need their own thing to explain them. So here is intersection 5's corridor of madness. So we begin by changing the blocks, obviously. It gradually, well, when I say gradually, it's done. You go through one corridor and it's done. Bedrock was a nice touch to this area. Means you couldn't dig straight in a line. This is actually 2 ravines. One that goes straight round to the right. And one which is up here and bends to the left. I think that's pretty nice. These look different. There's a chest there if you want to explore them. But it continues off this way. You can then go down. You can go any direction you want. You want to clear these areas out, make it a bit safer. I haven't actually made it safer in any of these areas myself because I don't actually tend on falling in lava, things like that. But yeah, this is intersection 5 in front of us here. This is your final stop into the game. There is the intersection 5 sign. And this is what it looks like. So down here we have the green wool end game criteria. We have the red wool, which is just down here, which we have the darkness has consumed what's left of Earth's defense by the castle. I left this open by accident. I must have not filled it in on the final version. And then obviously Swan Song, your final task. I've honestly only heard of one person finishing this area so far, and it's difficult. Let's just show you a peek, and you can see the madness which will be upheld in there. I originally wanted to put dragons in there, but I had to take them out because they were destroying half the map. Especially one of the wool on intersection 3, which is made out of sand. They were destroying it, and it was just not cool. So I'm going to leave you guys there. I'll be back in maybe a couple days' time with intersection 5 showcase. And yeah, I got a couple more videos to come of the CTMs before I reveal the future, the finale. The sequel to this map will begin in development very, very soon. I hope that teaser is enough for you all to get hyped. I would ask you guys to leave down below in the comments what you thought of the map, what you want to see in a new map. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I guess maybe we'll do some sneak peeks at stuff in the next video. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye-bye.